Do you know who started mass layoffs? According to business leadership guru Simon Sinek, he credits this guy, Milton Friedman. In 1970, Friedman wrote an essay that fundamentally changed how we do business. We had capitalism before, but it shifted. His argument was that companies should only care about profits and that there was no social or cultural responsibility at all. This was very different from Adam Smith, who was credited as the first originator of capitalism, who believed that companies should be free without government intervention to do free trade that would benefit society. Now, caveat, I'm not in the same boat as Simon Sinek that he says it's not total capitalism that's the problem. It's just the new Milton Friedman version that's the problem. I think Milton Friedman made it worse, but in Adam Smith's time, we still had, the transatlantic slave trade. So I'm not sure how that benefited most of society. But back to my point. While Adam Smith might have thought that you needed to benefit at least some parts of society, this guy was like, no, just make money. Sinek credits him for mass layoffs because layoffs used to be like when times are tough that you would cut down, like the company's going to shut down if you don't lose some employees. But now what we're seeing now is these employees or these organizations are boasting like record profits, their stock's doing well, and they're just mass laying people off. Why? To just get more of those mass profits, because less for employees means more for stakeholders, or as in shareholders. And what fascinates me about this is that a lot of research and data we have now shows this is not true. In short term, you may make more money, but long term, you don't. We consistently see the great places to work for employees and like way outperform places that don't care about employees. And I name a few of them in my upcoming book on the unwritten rules of work. I'm Dr. Anna Kay. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist, and I research the unwritten rules of work for people from working class backgrounds. And I also look at how this interacts with neurodivergence, race, and gender. This shift in the 1970s just emphasized keeping work, paid work, focused on the same voices being heard, meaning the same ones being silenced, hidden rules that keep people stuck, and cultures that do not value innovation. So the real cost is losing new ideas, losing incredible talent, especially from people from working class backgrounds and other diverse groups, because we're still operating from this outdated Friedman playbook that shouldn't have ever been there to begin with. So my mission and my work is to decode these unwritten rules so we can build places where people and business can actually thrive, because those should not be opposites. Some companies do a really good job of trying to hire people from more diverse backgrounds, but the repeat mistake I see is that from the interview, people are expected to turn into a robo-human and act in the same way. So we say, oh, we know research says diversity brings a difference, and improves our innovation, our profit, all of that. But we want you to come here and just look different and act like we do. And that doesn't get you the same benefits, babe. My yeehaw background brings value, and we should celebrate both my yee and my haw from my interview until my retirement. When companies invest in their culture, they do see the portfolio change. Follow me to learn more about these hidden dynamics, and the link is in my bio for the waiting list for my book.